Hey, hello, here I am again. Picking up on yesterday's, or just more generally, my last video about, well, expectations in the future, where I'm coming, where it's coming from, where I thought I will go to, and where I ended up. And of course, where I ended was we need to be more optimistic, more looking forward actually, rather than looking at the future and thinking, oh, hopefully it's not as bad as it probably will be. We should, I don't know, create an attitude where we actually say there is a way to make the future better than, the present. This is something that people had, the boomer and the Gen X generation, it's me. We thought that actually, or we grew up thinking the future, well, will be better. There will be, not talking about flying cars, but there's something to look forward to. Just remember, that's a bit before my time, the 50s, 60s, when they actually, started to create rockets. We will fly to the moon, by the end of this decade, and we will be wherever 10 years later. Obviously, it didn't turn out quite the way, but there was some sort of an attitude, and you saw that in all the designs. The cars, even though they were still gas guzzling 8 cylinders, with a suspension of a large displacement vessel, they already looked like rockets, with pointy bits in all corners. And not saying we should go back there. I think it's actually quite. I think we need, of course, each generation needs to create their own design language, but this optimism, this looking forward to, was a good thing. It was a great thing, and it would actually help us as well, because the moment we look at the future and we think, wow, we can do all that, then they have the positive energy to actually do it. Because I think if you are just if you're a pessimist, you're not actually capable, really, I think, not capable of putting positive energy into something. But, well, there's a, what do you say, forgot the word now, maybe, I'm still a little bit battered because I've just been to the dentist. But no, there's a caveat. That's the word, caveat. It's, I call it a lost innocence. And that's a problem. Yes, it is a problem, because, we were all that optimistic and thinking of all the amazing things that we can do, because of, not just because of the attitude, and because we actually were in the process of inventing so many new things, but unfortunately also because there are a lot of things that we didn't know about. That a beautiful rocket-shaped car burning fossil fuels is not really, that ideal. Not to mention, we can put the nuclear reactors into these cars, and then they can drive and fly even better. But nobody knew at the time that we actually have to get rid of the radioactive waste afterwards. And spoiler alert, we still don't know really where we put it. So when you're a child, of course, and you think of the amazing things that you will do in the future, or that you will experience in the future, that's one thing, because you are innocent. But we, of course, as grown-up people, are not innocent because of all we know. And I sometimes feel people, I mean, now on a larger scale, let's say a country, you know, our good old, slightly melancholic Europe versus emerging countries like, well, China is already, I think, past the point of emerging, but you know, they're still on the growing path, and so China, India, or so, and I think they're quite right to say, yeah, you in the West, you know, you had your golden era, you know, you had the boom, and that's why you're doing so well, because you completely ignored things like global warming. Yeah, we didn't know about it. So isn't it our right, you know, to ignore it also for a while until we are rich and happy, and then we can deal with that? Well, no, you know, the thing is, everything that is known, it's out there. Even though some orange-colored freaks think that we can just kind of engineer it back to not knowing. No, it's not. What we know, and we have to act accordingly, because the truth is not going away if you just close our eyes. So, unfortunately, we are not quite as innocent, and therefore, you know, we can't really just borrow the same attitude and forward, upward, better, bigger, because there's a responsibility that comes with the power of doing things, and also the passion or the drive to do things, because we need to take everything into account that we know. But I don't, you know, I think it's possible. I think it's perfectly possible. I think that you can have a positive attitude combined with the knowledge and create, well, what is hopefully a better future that actually works, not just in science fiction books, but in reality. And that's basically, you know, what, with the little things that I can do, you know, as a designer, that's my mantra. That's why I work. That's my motivation, my inspiration, and I hope that, you know, either via this YouTube video or via the designs that I do or anything else that I'm posting, you know, through my work, I can encourage and inspire other people to also embrace this attitude, and you know, together we actually can make the future better than what you know, what it looks like being right now with, well, people. But yeah, we can do it. So until next time.